Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to the All About Favor channel. I am your host, Pastor KZ. Y'all, you can email me at walkinfavor61@yahoo.com. I forgot something very important on yesterday. Please, yesterday I was wearing a brand new piece of eyewear that I had not debuted. Please go back in the comment section on a scale of 1 to 5. How did you like it? And today, this is a brand new pair also, and it has a tint in it. I don't know if you can see it from the way you're looking at it, but it has a tint in it, and it's a metal frame. I think this is cute. What do you think? The tint is kind of weird because I'm not used to wearing tinted eyewear, but what say you? Put it in the comments, 1 to 5. Don't forget, if you have yet to subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and I will notify you also with the notification bell when I upload new videos. Now, as I stated, all this week is all about silver, y'all. I got some silver jewelry, and some, as I said, is gifts from last week carryover. So it's all about silver this week, the silver earrings and the necklaces. I also stated my attire for the rest of this week, I will be wearing red. All right. This is kind of got an American flag on it. So I like this. What say you? Let's get into it. This week's topics is going to be surrounding about you. You know what? Don't you think it's time for you to begin to invest in yourself? Think about it. There comes a time when you have to make you a priority. Who's with me on that? When you invest in something, let me break this down a little bit. When you invest in something, it means you understand the value of what you're investing in. It means that you put time and energy, also effort, into something to make a profit or benefit from it. In other words, to invest in yourself means you have expectations of growth. And when you invest in something, it means you expect to gain interest. Now wait a minute. Let me break it down and slow it down here. So what I'm saying to you is, you are worth it. You're about to grow, and you're about to divest, and you are about to increase. It's time for you to invest in yourself. Now, let me say this. You have to have a desire to improve. You have to have a desire to grow. And the greatest investment you have is in yourself. But watch this, don't miss this. Investors are not afraid to take a loss. You can't be afraid to take a loss. See, investors, if you notice some of the character traits of investors or investment companies, they don't fear the unknown. They step out on faith. They already have a mindset to believe that I'm going to make this work. This is going to grow in something. But investors are also not afraid to say, you know what? This isn't working. Let's go to plan B. Somebody watching today, go to plan B. That don't mean give up. It just means you got options. Also, investors don't mind starting over. See, some of you are too tied to things. You're too tied to situations. You're too tied to people. See, you've got to be able and be willing to understand that there are just some things that you got to let go. There are just some people not meant to go along with you on this journey. There's sometimes you got to walk away from something, cut your losses, dust yourself off, and keep on pushing. Also, investors do research. What does that mean to do research? That means you got to look into and delve into and find information about something. That goes back to my topics from last week. Peeling back layers, discovering things about yourself, learning things about yourself. You've got to research you, because you're your best investment. Sometimes you've got to have a mindset. Most investors have a mindset of a winner. You have got to stop looking for negative things to happen. You know, being in the what if this don't work? What if that? You've got to have the mindset of a boss. Oh, okay, Pastor Casey, where are you going with this? What I'm saying to you, you've got to have the mindset of a winner. You've got to step into the ring expecting to knock out somebody. You can't step into the ring with fear. You can't walk out and step out on faith if you don't trust the process and you don't trust the Most High to have your back. You know, that's kind of like when you're praying for something and you don't believe that He's going to answer your prayer. You already negating the outcome right there with your thoughts. Your mindset has to change. Again, let me say this. Don't you think it's time to invest in yourself? That's a question. Think about it. I want you to write that down. It's time for me to invest in myself. It's time for me to invest in myself. Write that down. See, investors are always on the lookout for opportunities. You have got to always be on the lookout for opportunities. Sometimes God has already opened doors for you that you can't even see the door in front of you because you're too busy looking behind you. Sometimes you miss your moment because you stuck in yesterday. Yesterday's gone. And you can't live in tomorrow because it hasn't happened yet, but you've got to live in the moment. Again, a person who puts everybody first and you get what's left over, you get the scraps, you have not made yourself a priority and you are not investing in yourself. Okay, I know some of you are thinking, but Pastor KZ, isn't that selfish? Perhaps. But if you don't get a little bit selfish about you, who will? Are you a little bit tired of always sacrificing for other people? Are you always putting everybody first and you come last? What about you? What about you? You've put in so much time in other people and you've forgotten who you are. You've lost yourself. And you know what? If you don't invest in you, who will? This week, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about this investing in yourself. Now, some of you might feel the only way you can be happy is if you're being selfless and you're always the one at the front of the line, making sure everybody got what they need. Everybody is where they need to be, making sure everybody getting their gifts for Christmas, their birthdays and anniversaries. You putting everybody and everything first. And then when your time comes, you may not want to admit it, but it does kind of sting when someone forgets you. You mean to tell me you didn't remember today was my birthday? You mean to tell me you forgot it was Mother's Day? Oh, no flowers and candies for Valentine's Day. Oh, I'll get it tomorrow when it's half price. Okay. So, I want to say this. You have given and given until you have very little else or nothing left to give to yourself. Think about it. We're going to talk more about this tomorrow. Those of you who are not focused, get focused. Find some balance. And you are out of balance when you spend your whole day, your whole life up to this point has been taking care of other people and you have forgotten to take care of yourself. I say this often. Self-care is the best care. You are not going to be any good to anybody else if you are broken down and sick or bedridden or you so depressed you can't function. Some of that depression, some of that stress, some of that frustration is because you haven't invested in you. Get focused and always walk in favor. I'll see you back tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.